What is up YouTube, LazeeLlama here, and here we are back with some Antimatter dimensions. And on the last video I mentioned the fact that I probably wouldn't be doing another video before that one was up, but I'm actually kind of excited to play a little bit. So last video isn't actually even up yet at the time, meaning I didn't get to read any of you guys' tips on what to do, and I'm probably going to mess everything up because you guys probably told me exactly what to do. But I have not looked into anything that I was talking about wanting to look into either, so that's a thing. But we are well over a million now, which is kind of cool, and I figured we'd come in here and buy some more of this stuff and set us up, just kind of a little mini progress video. But this one costs a lot. Power up all dimensions based on the achievements completed. So that's going to make things 5 times stronger, but that is pretty much everything we got. I don't think I want to do that. I think we want to buy these guys probably. I haven't actually read these either. This is power up based on the current antimatter. Yeah, I mean that's going to add more in a sense. And then this is based off all the amount. Okay. Interested. So when I buy this, oh, is this the amount of times we've done infinites? If we buy that, it actually still does leave enough for that. I just don't know if I want to do that. Well, it should already technically be speeding it up by a bit. Like our statistics, we should be able to see. I don't know what we were honestly getting before, but I think that is faster. When we're getting like 9.1 before, now we're getting like 9.3s. We also again have this stuff. Nope, still in here. This stuff to work towards. No, this stuff to work towards. And getting the bulk purchases up there. So I think we're gonna actually focus a little bit on that. You know what? No, let's buy this first. I keep switching my decisions. We're gonna buy that first. Which again, I don't know if that's going to. It does speed us up by actually a decent bit. That was worth it already. We'll spend a little bit what we have left here, or pretty much everything we have left here, on the autobuyers and trying to make them work a little bit better. And we went out of buybacks. I don't know if that matters if it's on the buybacks or not. It might buy fast enough now that it doesn't matter, but yeah. So let's try to catch all these up. So you were behind that. We're trying to get them all to the. We're gonna go through. We're almost out actually. Oh, I did that one and I didn't need to. Oh, we can't do this too. Oh, we're out again. It's alright. Did that mess with our speed? It did lower it a little bit because we don't have as much of this. But I'm also curious now. And again, I don't know of any of the math, but I'm curious on this screen if we can change this around now and make that faster. But I don't think I'm going to play with it. Because realistically, actually, we did change it a decent bit. So what if I turn off, I guess, all of these? I just hold M for a second. Here. Reset game and just go. See how fast we get up to that? Before I think we were getting to 90 something fast. Now we're getting up much higher. Like at that speed. We're getting up much higher. Well, there's any achievements I could. What happens when you fill this up too? Oh man, I'm curious. You don't have to tell me, but I'm curious. It's actually probably that thing, but I don't know. Turn these back on. This can probably just go up to like 120 now. It might be a lot less than it because last time, it was actually better to be less. No, that's much worse. That's much worse. So what about like 100? Didn't that go? Huh. But then that was much higher? Wait. We're making so little right now. I didn't change anything. Oops, actually I did. Those aren't supposed to be on. Alright. So now, we try out the 120. It is worse though. It goes down. So let's try the 100. I think 100 will probably be better. It's actually very similar. That's consecutively 1.01, and then 78 is also 1.01. Very interesting. What if I do like 110? That's worse. 95? 1.01. I feel like there's gotta be a better, no? Like, I don't know, like 105. I'm playing with this way too much. I should probably just call it 100 and call it a day. I think it's probably the best. I do gotta look at the achievements, I know, and try to bang some of these out. I'm sure I complete a couple more rows. I think every row you complete is bonuses and whatnot. Like get to infinite without dimensional shifts, boosts, or galaxies in a challenge. Oops. Realistically, couldn't I just like do that now? If we just, I don't know, challenge 8. I forget how challenge 8 even works. You can buy all, right? No dimensional shifts, actually, was it? So maybe this isn't the challenge. Do it then. Yeah, no. We should probably, I guess, maybe do it in the tick speed one. Actually, how do you do it? Because you have the dimensional shift. Unless you just wait this out. That's going to take forever. Wait a minute. Now I'm confused. Should I be able to do that challenge? Oh man, I'm spending way too much time on this. I gotta look into some of this off camera, like I said. Huh, maybe you can't actually get that. Interesting. No dimensional shifts, boost, or galaxies. That like reduces a lot. You can't do this. What challenge would make sense for that? Huh. I don't know, because challenge 1 is technically not a challenge. That's the default. Which challenge else is easy? Would make sense to reach that without it. Isn't there one that you don't do dimensional shifts in, actually? Sacrifice the rest. Yeah, no. That's what we just tried. But yeah, that doesn't make sense because you still have to sacrifice. Because you don't start with, on any of them, you're going to have to do that to unlock. There's no way to get the rest of the dimensions. That's the modify. I don't know. That gets us the farthest, fastest. But, like, no matter how you do this, it's going to take forever. Buying dimensions automatically erase lower tier dimensions. I forget how some of these work. Like, all of them still require you to do this. The dimensional boost. I don't know. Maybe we just can't do it yet. Maybe we're not powerful enough. But, I don't know. I don't really want to spend too much time on that. I do want to save some more room in this video for some other stuff for you guys. Obviously, we'll turn these back off as those are just unneeded in this, I think, completely. Let that get back. Make sure we're still doing our good speed here. And, yeah. Catch you with a more update soon. Alright, guys. We're back. You guys are probably yelling at me the whole first half of this video. Again, I didn't read any of the comments yet. As last video wasn't out yet. It is out, currently out, so I got to read through the comments. I did forget about this, but I did end up updating this for you guys, letting this run. Obviously, it goes faster, and what's cool is that in here, when you're kind of looking at this, it actually reads what you set it to now, because it's updating faster. So in the autobuyers, actually, it's still not reading correct completely, but it's going to be a lot faster because, you know, that's awesome. Also, you guys are saying to do this, which I get. So right now, we're getting, before we spend anything, you're also telling me not to go for this. And again, upon this, just so you guys know, looking at this, I get this, it doesn't really get you a 9th dimension, but read that. As a new player, you know what that says? That says you get a 9th dimension. Just saying. 100%. That means new dimension to a new player. But I wanted to point that out. A lot of you guys did let me know that obviously there's no 9th dimension, which is cool. But yeah, that's straight up saying 9th dimension. But alrighty, so let's pop back into here, mess with our auto buyers. You're telling me to turn on galaxies, and then we'll mess with the big crunch, I guess, after. So again, the stats right now are getting basically 1.0, I guess we'll say 9, either the 4th. You're saying if I put this up, a couple of you guys are saying 2 or 3, and a lot of you saying that are like 4, 5, or 6. So I think we're gonna start off with 3, as there was a lot towards that. See, but it slows you down. I don't get it. I don't think that's right. It's just gonna get slower. I don't get how the galaxies are going to help me, because it's literally hindering me. Unless I'm misunderstanding something still. These are completely hindering. I mean, these aren't changing. Is there a point of going to the higher galaxies? Doesn't even look like he's getting to 3. Oh, whoops. Huh. Let me just, what if I, can you just turn that off for now? Because it's gonna big crunch, yeah, so. Going to 5, and then. I don't know how to. I'm gonna have to play around with this because I'm not completely understanding what I gotta be doing here. Let me actually bounce off and mess with this and try to figure this out. Alright, so I've been messing around with this for a couple minutes, and I cannot get this number higher, remotely even close to really, or I guess this is kind of close, but you can't get it higher than what I had it at when I just had this off. I'm gonna be honest, it's not getting any higher numbers. I don't even remember what I had this at. I think this was at 100, but I'm just not getting faster than this. Like, I can't do it. This just gives me the fastest outcome no matter how I'm setting this whole galaxy thing. So I don't understand exactly what you guys mean by setting my galaxies up. I'm going to leave it here for now, and I'll have you guys be able to give me a little bit more input on that. As this video goes up, I'll definitely wait to record until the video's up, I guess. As that's not really making much sense to me. I've been playing with it for a little while now. I tried it even at 2. That's the only way I could even get it remotely close. 3 and anywhere above 3 just drops it drastically. Like a really low amount. And it's like not even worth doing. Like it doesn't seem right to me. I must be doing something wrong, or you guys, I mean, there's no way as many people that were mentioning to turn galaxies on, you know, are wrong. So I've got to be doing something wrong. Maybe I got to mess around with I can mess around with this as well, and maybe something getting them back into it. I thought someone told me not to even use this, but I might be wrong about that too. Maybe we do have to do that when we're stacking galaxies. But give me a little bit more on that. I'm not really too sure. Again, some people were talking about it. I'm just going to let this farm like this as it is. Way more efficient like this currently is what I can do. I'll probably mess with it off camera and maybe I'll figure it out. And if I figure it out, I'll record next episode. But I'm going to play with it a little bit more. It's pretty late at night right now, so I got to kind of do some of this. We are going to pick this up, though, which will bump that up, you know, significant amount there. Pretty much double, or well, pretty much exactly double what we're doing, because that's kind of what that does. Double that though, and then we can't do anything in here. I suppose I can mess one more time with this, as you guys probably already written out your comments. We're currently writing right now, but I'm gonna see one more time if I try to add this back in and try to figure this out. Someone was telling me not to use this at all, and I don't know if that's because I wasn't using this yet or what, but maybe we get it going. I don't know why this is back at 200, by the way. I thought I set that to 100, but yeah, let me try this out. Alright, so after playing around a bit, probably for a good like 3 or 4 minutes now, trying to figure it out. Dimensional boosts are garbage, at least for what I figured out. So I think those are wrong. I did get the numbers to go up. I'm still playing with it a little bit, but we're just kind of messing with it. We got it to go up quite a bit, actually. I actually almost doubled my production, but doing 5 with 2,000, and I actually realized last clip I deleted this at 200 and was wondering why it went to 100. It actually auto did it. I realized I literally read as the end of the clip when I bought that upgrade in here, which is kind of cool. It does that. So I did pretty much. I mean, we're up like 4 times the amount we were getting before. So I think that's good. And the way I've been kind of measuring that is, and we could even test it with the 6th. I didn't even test the 6th one out. But say I turn this off, you can see this starts to really slow down. A little over 200. I might even be able to technically get like more out of like, because it seems to go to like here maybe. So honestly, we can test it. I didn't really play around with it. I just kind of want to come back. So if this gets like higher than that, it's actually going to get less. Yeah, it's getting a little less. We can try like 2200. See if that does it. Yeah, so that looks like it's already drawing slightly more than that. Let's take it down, like I said, even 2100, see what that does. That actually went up too. So playing around with it, but 2000's lower. Wait. I looked at that wrong. Yeah, so it's a little lower. So like 2100 seems to be about perfect right there. Right, yeah, that's going to give us the most, it looks like. I think that's going to work out the best. But we could try, for example, we turn this off. Again, people were saying like 4, 5, or 6 galaxies. If I set it to 6 and say I'd reset, you'd see what I'd get to number-wise here in the galaxies. It's not much higher than what 5 was getting me. But like 4 would be getting me, I think, only around 1,000. Yeah, so that's where you can kind of, it's trial and error. I know, again, some of you guys probably were like yelling at me there while I was trying to figure that one out. But you can see how fast we get back up to that. It just works out really good. I think that 2100 is probably key. Again, getting a relatively good numbers in here. So obviously that'll change, and a lot of people were actually telling me not to worry too much, I guess, about the big crunch numbers, which I feel like you kind of need to because you optimize that so much, and that makes such a big difference. But I think that's probably the best. It looks like you can actually see this peak number too. Ooh, does that mean something? I didn't realize that before. When did it peak at that? Is there a way to tell when it peaked at that? Oh, that's roughly what we're getting though, right? So it's like, I feel like we're doing pretty good. If that's what it peaked at, we're getting close to that. I think we're doing this right. I know this is a long video, guys. This is really me just experimenting with this at this point, trying to figure this out, and hopefully I'm doing this somewhat right. I want to say I probably am. I really don't think I could be doing this wrong, and like that much like worse. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that right? Is that roughly where I should be? Sure, I know a lot of you guys are pretty experienced with this game. You could probably give me a bit better or a bit of an answer on that one. Looks like we're not going to be getting these for a while. So I guess it's just going to be letting the game kind of grind out, as there's really probably not much that you can do. You might be able to come back when this number's higher and optimize a little bit more. I should really start working on the achievements, and I realize that. I'm going to try to maybe get some of those going off camera between these episodes, because the next episode might not be for a couple days. Because I really do want to get some feedback on these videos now at this point. I'm really getting to the point where it's like I feel like the feedback is pretty helpful. I was a little confused with some of the stuff you guys are saying, but I'm trying to piece it all together, figure it out, and whatnot. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please take a second, smack the like button. I really do appreciate it, guys. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace!